We're live. We're gonna get you to sing one of these days.
Negative.
Really? You ain't gonna sing?
Negative. No. I write R&B, but I can't sing a lick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Positive Vibes. I have here with me, I have Boss Dog. I'm getting ready to do some little bit of things. We were doing some things behind the scenes, but ladies and gentlemen, I have Boss Dog here with me, and not here with me. He is in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, Orlando, Florida. Orlando.
I'll just put you in Jacksonville. Sorry about that.
Okay. My bad.
So, I'm sorry. Let me get this right. We were messing around and taking care of business, so I'm a little bit not unprepared. But there we go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so Boss Dog, let's talk about all the things that you have been doing. Let's talk about these great songs that you have that are out there on social media. Actually, one's on the ad today. If you guys had seen it, let's talk about it, Boss Dog. What's going on with this song?
The
Let's talk
song.
about Pain and where that came about. What about Pain? Are you
All right.
aching? What's going on? Tell us about it.
First off, I gotta say shout out to my boy Mellow Smooth because he's on the song with me. But the song "Pain" is deep because if you ever had I guess like a baby mother and dealt with a whole lot of drama, and then like I've been a single parent for a minute, you know what I mean. So like I raised my kids, and then dealing with all the drama and the pain and that's been going with dealing with baby mothers, this and that. The song "Pain" is deep. It's deep because it speaks on how what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
listen, if you listen to it, you'll understand. I promise you that much. For real.
Got to. So you're a survivor of COVID-19. How did that come about? I want to really dig deep into that because with this with everything that's going on, where people are really feeling the breast of, there's people that have passed, there's people that didn't survive, there's people that
Yeah.
didn't go through the steps or didn't listen to
Well,
the bodies and didn't
I
even
put it
know.
to you like this. I'm not gonna say where I caught it from because I don't want to put stuff on blast. But let's just
Okay, and,
say,
and you don't. Okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
ain't gonna put
So
people
let's
on
let's
blast.
let's, let's go about.
But I will
So
say,
you had COVID
I had
19.
COVID. I had COVID. I had the flu. I had pneumonia, and right now, I'm on blood thinners for a blood clot in my lung. But
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like by the grace of God, I came out of that because my doctors even told me that I wasn't supposed to make it out. I had all four things, and a lot of people are dying just with even half of what I had. So you know what I mean? Like they don't understand exactly how I made it out. But the man upstairs brought me out, so I appreciate it. You know.
Amen. And also, boss, I want to say, what, and so a lot of people have not made it out. What are your thoughts on? I know we're supposed to wear masks. There's a lot going on where people, with the president of the United States is not wearing a mask. What are your thoughts on how he feels about COVID-19?
I think he's dumb as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know me. I gotta speak my mind. Uh, you should wear a mask. You should wear a mask because uh, you might get it and then come home and give it to a loved one who would actually get it from you but have worse symptoms than you. You could get it and be asymptomatic, come home and give it to somebody, an elderly person or whatever, and then they pass away from it. So you know what I mean? It hits everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, if you got the O negative blood type, then you're good. That's a lie because my blood type is O, and I still caught it, and I caught it bad. So
Wow.
you know what I mean? All of that, I'm like, yeah, okay. But I tell you this much though, you should definitely wear a mask. Definitely. I don't care where you at, who you with, you should definitely wear a mask. Right now, I don't trust nothing and nobody.
Amen. And what are your thoughts about kids going back to school at this time?
I'm being honest with you. They want
And
to
I
push
appreciate
them.
that.
They want to push them to go back to school because I guess the teachers, they need the money as far as the work, and the parents, they really don't, want to teach the kids at home, so they want the kids to go back to school. But uh, I mean, we got virtual school these days, so it's not like they can't learn from home. The teachers can teach So like we doing right now, you know what I'm saying, the
Mhm.
video chat, and you can do what you got to do. So I say keep them home, keep them safe until we figure out what's going on. Because as of right now, they don't have a clue. They, I just heard on the news that somebody was tested, or treated for COVID, and they had the vaccine going on, and that person died. So
I
hello,
heard the same. I
you
heard
know
the
what I mean?
same.
Like no, I'm straight. No, thank you. And the thing about it is, I work in two different hospitals. I work as a CNA and I work as a psych tech. I've been on the COVID floors. I've seen what's going on personally. So, uh, me telling you, yeah, slow down, wear that mask. That's because I've seen it. I've seen it myself. Like now, I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. Uh, on one of the hospitals I work at, they had the COVID floor on the fifth floor and the COVID floor on the 10th floor. I was on the 10th floor.
Mhm.
The one patient, she was on the fifth floor. Her husband was on the 10th floor. She died at 3 o'clock in the morning. They called up to let us know that she passed away, but don't tell her husband just yet. The husband died at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
So
So,
when you,
Glenn,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, boss up.
no, when you see death up front and what's going on, you really tend to say, okay, this is serious. Because even before then, I thought it was a joke. I did. I thought, man, this is crazy. This is nothing, because you realize, I'll be like, every time they have an election, here come a virus. All right, it is what it is. But no, this is serious. I learned it personally. This is definitely serious. You need to wear their mask.
So when you had contracted COVID-19 and you had what symptoms did you have?
In the beginning, uh, I didn't really, when I had a fever of 101.3. I really didn't think I was bad. But then I got tested. Uh, After I got tested, they told me to quarantine myself. By that time, it was Friday. The whole weekend, I wasn't really doing good, but I was trying to drink a lot of fluids. By Monday morning, I could barely breathe. I drove straight to the hospital. Um, when I drove straight to the hospital, my temp was 108. No, 102.8. That was my temp when I got to the
Wow.
hospital. Yeah. Then they told me, like every 4 hours, they kept coming to me and telling me bad news. You got pneumonia. You got the flu. You got this. You got that. You know what I mean? So, and then like they rushed in real quick because my oxygen went from 96 to 80 in 3 minutes, but nobody could tell me why. So
Wow.
I was
96.
on 96 to 80 in 3 minutes, I guess, or whatever. So they had me on 6 liters of oxygen. I was almost at the point where they was about to put me on a ventilator. But I walked out of there, and in what 5 6 days I walked out of there.
Praise God.
My oxygen went from 6 liters to 2 liters, and then I took myself off the oxygen because I said, you know what, I got to get up
You
out this
took
bed.
yourself off the oxygen?
I
What?
took myself off there. I said I have to get up out this bed. Something told me get up out this bed. I couldn't sit in that
So
bed.
you were mobile. You made yourself mobile then.
Yeah, I couldn't sit in that bed. No,
Wow.
like
I
no.
think there was another story that I've heard that someone was I think they were someone said that they were sitting and if they would have sat in that state where they were, when they had COVID, they thought they would have died too. So they got up and
Yeah,
started a little bit mobile, moving
yeah.
around, and they think
Oh
that
yeah,
was the reason why they survived it as well.
definitely.
So what do you say? So what do you say to some of the seniors that are out there, out and about, or if you have a grandmother and if you haven't tested already for COVID? I was tested a couple of weeks ago for COVID and it was negative, so I thank God for that. What would you say to people that are going to visit their grandparents? And sometimes there are people that are caring for their grandparents and they have to go over there to see them. What would you say to
First,
encourage them
you
to?
need to get tested before going to see your grandparents. You need to get tested. That's number one. Number two, if you are negative, you need to stay negative, which means you need to wash your hands. You need to wear your mask even when you're around your grandparents because they are more susceptible to get it and get it worse than you. Like I said, you can get it and you're asymptomatic, and then you give it to them, and their immune system is not like yours,
Hmm.
and then next thing you know, they done passed away from it, and it's quick. It's not something to where you get it and you're there for 3 weeks to a month. No, we talking 3 to 7 days. You know what I mean? So, you gotta just basically, if you're not treated and they're not treated for it real fast, then they can definitely die. You know what I mean? So before you go on to see your grandparents, you need to get tested. Then after that, you need to stay clean, wash your hands, wear your mask, walk around with Lysol, do whatever you got to do to keep
Keep
everything
yourself
clean.
sanitized.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what was crazy is I went to a store where I am, and there were people smoke. They smoke outside, depending on the circumstances. And there were a couple of people that were smoking outside of a store, and they were sharing cigarettes and smoking at the same time.
No,
I'm like, wow, I don't smoke, but
no.
that's what they were doing. I'm like, wow.
Mm-mm. That is not a good idea. That is
Well,
definitely
they were. I just kept it moving. I didn't want to smell the smoke or anything. I just kept it moving and went to
yeah.
my car. Proceeded to my car. So and I'll talk about some of the measures that I take when I go out real quick, and then we'll shift over to Boss Dog, you and your music. Whenever my son and I we go out, we make sure we put our mask on, and before we get in the car, we sanitize our hands. When we in the car, we sanitize our hands. We have our mask on. We get out of the car, go into the store, do what we have to do. And once we come out of the store, before I even get in the car, I sanitize my hands. Before I touch my handle, I get in the car. Before I start driving, we both sanitize our hands, and then we move to the next step. That's basically the one, two, three, four,
It's
five, six, seven,
it
whatever
might
else we
it
do.
might seem extreme, but it's worth it. It's
Amen.
worth it. You know what I mean? It might seem like, oh, we got to continuously do this. Trust me, it's worth it. Definitely.
Amen. And he has about four masks. I have about three. And I want to give a shout out to Marcus Bell for providing masks, giving
Yeah.
me a mask as well. He's a gentleman here in North Carolina who makes masks, and he
Yeah, that's my
customizes them
cousin.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is your cousin, and he does make masks. He does a great job at doing them. So they just want to give him a shout out because he's such a genuine guy, really compassionate guy
Definitely.
with what he does. He does masks. He's done them for the funeral of the late Elijah. The grandfather. He's done them for
Yeah,
the
my
family.
uncle
They were
Eli,
very nice
Elijah Smith.
masks. So
Yeah.
we just want to thank God for him, and may we would continue to pray for him, his business, and that people would wear their mask. And if you stand in the need of mask and you want to know more about the services and the masks that he makes, you can get in touch with Boss Dog, or you can hit me up on social media. He's a Facebook friend of mine. His name is Marcus Bell. Hit him up, and let's continue to support Black businesses. Now, Boss
Definitely.
Dog, let's get up with you in this music, this song that I love so well. You heard a clip of it on the ad that was out there this morning. Let's talk about the two songs that you have. The one is Pain, and what's the other one?
The other one is called Feel Me.
Feel
Uh,
Me.
that's actually about a lot about the coronavirus that's going on. But Feel Me, I got my daughter in a video, but the girl Brianna Marin, she's an actual singer on the
Mhm.
video. But the song is a classic. It's a classic. It's being both songs right now is being aired even overseas, but I'm getting radio drops, hit up for radio drops in Amsterdam and
Nice.
Act and stuff like that. Yeah, like I didn't think this song was gonna blow the way it did, but it actually took off. It actually took
Hey,
off.
that's how God works. All you
Yeah.
gotta do is step out and do it, and He'll do the rest, right?
The crazy part is it's on the Japan charts. Uh, Prince is number one, Wiz Khalifa is number five, and I'm number 10.
Nice. Hey, you're in
So
the 10.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
good. Congratulations on that. And I also want to, because there's so many times where our young men, Black men, are always threw under the bus when it comes to parenting. You're a single Black man of five children. I want to congratulate you, and also just to give you, praises for just doing that, because you could have easily walked away, I'm sure, many a times, but you stuck in there with your children. So I want to just say thank you for continuing to be that leader in your family of your children.
Oh no, hold on. Let me clarify something real quick.
Okay, I just read your bio.
I was,
Okay, you was okay.
I
All right.
was a single parent, but listen, that lady been in my background. And listen, she stood in there and helped me out. I will say that I love my wife. You know what I mean?
Amen.
You
Amen.
know what I mean?
No
I got
disrespect to the wife. I just
definitely.
scribbled down some notes that I got at the
No,
last moment. So
I
no
feel what you're
disrespect.
saying. I feel what you're saying, but I gotta give her that respect too. You know what I mean? That woman
And,
done
and
stepped up.
God bless. Thank God for her for just coming in
Definitely.
and to take care of kids that were not all her own. I mean,
Yes.
women don't do that these days. Some women just walk away if the man has two or three other kids by other women, and they just don't have that strength, that courage, and that inspiration to just go in and and take these kids like they're their own, take them into their own hands. A lot of women don't do it. They
She
don't have that. They can't
is.
do it.
I call her my angel because when I met her, I was no good. I'm be honest with you. I was like
Well, at least you're
doing.
admitting it. People
Uh-huh.
do change. People change.
Yeah. She been by my side. My grandmother, my grandma Roberts, when she first met her, she said, "How you doing, Miss Roberts?" And I had to look at my grandmother like, "What is you talking about?" She said, "Oh no, that's your wife." And
Wow.
I did not know that then. I did not know that then. But definitely, definitely, and she stood up, and she was a mother to my kids. You know what I mean? And my kids, they're all damn near grown right now. You know what I mean? Like my youngest is 17, my oldest is 23, and they're out there doing their thing. You know what I mean? My girls, listen, girls gonna be girls. They giving me heartache and pain. That's part of the song. Trust me. Um, but my boys done stepped up. My son is in the army. My other son is in the Marines. I can't ask for much more. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
well, let's do this right now. Since we just got you just gave me some good news in regarding DJ in the army. Congratulations, DJ.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do is it's not my congrat. I mean, I'm congratulating you because you've really you went to a level of making your dream come true. So, Dad, I want you to congratulate your son here on Positive Vibes.
Oh, definitely. DJ, congratulations for stepping up and becoming a man. I've watched you grow. I've watched you go through the struggle and the pain. You lost a lot of weight just to get into the army. I'm very proud of you. You showed exactly what a Roberts man is supposed to be. I'm proud of you. I love you.
That's so awesome. And you know what? A lot of people, and I mean, he could have been somewhere else now. Tell us about his childhood. Now, was he? I don't want to dig too deep into his childhood, but was he one of those kids who was? You have kids that hang with the wrong crowds and they get kind of swayed to do
He
the wrong things. And what made
he
him go to the army?
well, now this is crazy because he always wanted to belong. He always wanted to, to be a part of something.
Hmm.
But a good year and a half ago, my son was 6'4", 330 pounds.
Wow.
And now his brother went to the Marines, and the Marines told him that he had to be 240 to get in. He didn't think he could do that. The Army said he needed to be 270 to get in.
Hmm.
So I told him, I said, you know what? Enough is enough. He graduated from high school. He had some problems here and there, but
Hmm.
I made him a promise that I will get you there if you want it. And I asked him, I looked him in his face and said, how bad do you want it? So uh, he worked out. I worked out with him. He worked out. I had him pushing my Jeep up and down the street. We went Rocky on his behind. Like I was not playing. And he by the time he went into the army, he was 240. So
Wow.
he went from three.
Congratulations.
So he went from 330 to 240 in 9 months, and
Nice.
now he is 224. So,
Woo. Okay.
and
Well,
I spoke to him the other day, and he was telling me. He said, "No, prior to that, 2 weeks ago, he called me up, and he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it." He said, "But I'm not giving up. They want me to do this run, and I got to go down another 2 minutes." And I was like, "DJ, you could do it. You could do it." So then he just called me up yesterday and told me he made it. He's graduating.
way to be there for him, Dad. You do your thing
Definitely,
now.
definitely.
Let's also talk about let's talk about Black and Famous Records. Are you I know a lot of record companies now are not they're not standing. It's always hard for independent artists to get into record labels right now. Why did you come about with what made you come about with
That
doing
would
these
be
Black and
my
Famous
brother,
Records?
my brother, Glenn Roberts. He's the CEO of Black and Famous Records. We've been doing this for a long time. Before that, Before I was part of just me, I was part of a group called Burn City Soldiers, and
Hmm.
that was my me and my cousin that's from New Bern, and we had a group together called Burn City Soldiers. We did one album. It was it did I, I'll be honest with you, it did I. But uh, I decided that even though no matter where I go, my cousin, his name is Tamari, my cousin is going to be there with me no matter what. So even though I'm doing this on my own, officially I'm not on my own because he rap also, and I promise you he is going to be on my album.
Amen.
But Black and Famous Records, it would be my brother, and he been like even when I wanted to give up. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been times where, I'm like, listen, this music thing really not panning out. My brother was like, nope, you too gifted. So he is paid for videos, he has paid for studio, he has paid for beats, he has did, stuff that anybody else would have just said, you know what, we're gonna give up. He wouldn't allow me to give up. So that's why I'm going hard at it right now. I got a team of people right now that said to me, you don't worry about money. We'll put up everything, and all you got to do is make this music. Definitely. Like
Nice. Well, you know,
came out the hospital, and I wrote a song. That's the song me and Glenn is working on right now.
mhm.
Glenwood. The song is like me talking to God, and that song is intricate. It's like the whole conversation is deep. But so I gotta go to a professional studio to do that. But for the most part, I've been recording in my house. I got a studio in my house, and then I would have to send it off to be mixed and mastered. But oh yeah, definitely, we in this.
And you don't have no choice, right?
Yes, I have no choice. My people won't allow me to have a choice. You know what I mean? We got to do this. We got to do it.
Well, we got your song ready to we're gearing that up in just a little bit.
Uh,
All right, here we go. I'm sorry.
Shout out to my boy Mellow Smooth. He's on the phone.
What happened with the drama? What happened with the pain? Where was the love? But did my prayers go in vain? I feel strange. My mind is disarrayed. Jealousy and envy feel the say you're big. I swear to God, one is the root of all evil. But hating on another one is close to the sequel. Don't worry about what I got. You have that too. But you said you try to sabotage. It's not that cool. We started off when I was trusting you. Then I started loving you. You was like wifey, clear on the hustle. Then you got what other dudes messing with that other crew. Thinking you the hotness, and I done had enough of you. I want you to see that I've always been there.
Hey, we're not gonna give it all to them. Hey, y'all want to purchase this song? It's out there. You can purchase the song. Yeah, I
Oh
will be
yeah,
remiss. I will give you everything on there. And,
it's
get you
on
guys to purchase it.
iTunes. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. It's on all digital platforms.
Say that again, Baza.
It's on all digital platforms. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, everywhere. It's all over. We doing the video for that song right there. We doing the video in like 3 weeks.
And I know you got something stirred up to spit real quick for me because when I met you the first time, I didn't even. I mean, we're at a funeral, for Mr. Elijah Smith, and I'm in one room, you're in another room, and I started talking to Monique and regarding Monique was on the show with Lip Boss Cosmetics, as you guys know, and then here comes Boss Dog walking in, and I always call him by his first name. He's like, no, it's not that. Call me Boss Dog. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. So anyway, then he starts to tell me about his music, and he's spitting this music out, and I'm like, God, I like that. That is nice. So then here we are today on Positive Vibes with his music, and also him telling you his story about COVID and all the music that he has and his family and all this. What you got to spit for us today? You ain't gonna hold back, are you? Get some
mm,
water. You're an artist. You
mm.
should have something.
Oh, I
Well,
always got something, but I'm
all
just
right.
trying to
Well,
figure out. You
okay.
want
Well, look,
positive
I'll let
vibes,
you
so I'm
think
trying
about
to.
something, right? And
Mm-hmm.
as you're thinking, we're gonna talk about what's going on in your bio with you opening up for Cool G Rap and things like that. How was that experience opening up for Cool G Rap?
Oh, it was love, like that right there. At 16 years old, opening up for that man. First of all, Cool G Rap is one of the greatest. one of the greatest MCs out there. He don't even get enough respect as he should. And he was doing it big then, and he's still doing stuff right now. You know what I mean? So it's definitely good. It
So
was
do you
definitely
remember what
good.
you sang? What did you rap about?
No.
That's telling your age, young man.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
So I just gave you some time. What you spitting for us today?
I'll I'll
There
say
could be a
this.
record label right now looking to sign somebody. What you got?
Mm.
I wish I could battle you, but I can't. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'll stay on the radio, but no, who's to say I won't? I mean, I would try something.
No, because I'm trying not to curse at the same time. I got to give you that respect. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, please don't
you know what I
curse on
mean? I
positive
got
side. I'm gonna have to mute you like the debate last night.
nah. Only thing I'll say the second verse to the song, and then I'll give him a snippet of that second verse.
Okay.
You took my kindness for weakness. Thought I was a sweet chick. Conceded on some sneak that turned me to a sweet one. Cold hearted. Truth be told, I can't believe this. Two in a row. What am I done? I should have seen this. Follow the heart, but see the mind is much wiser. Lies after lies. You's a bold-faced liar. Should have known you had priors. Man, it was messed up. Me being the man that I am, just keep your head up. You said that you would listen. You said that you would follow, but still ended walking that path, pain and sorrow. There's no tomorrow. And all I ask is God forgive me, because daddy will protect like no other. I got it in me. I got it bad. Teach you to talk that talk. Walk that walk, swagger like the king in New York. Ice grill to the fullest. Know what you start, but don't worry about your backup because you got my heart. Yo, you got only. See your mama, they all lies. Jealousy, envy, deceit, they all lies. Child support, come on, huh? Who you kidding? You live with me. You see the proof is in the pudding. I always been there. 20 years later, your moms, your grandma, your sisters, they all haters. So who the hater? I'll let it go from there.
Oh yeah. I should have been like beep beep if there was some customers, but no, great job, man.
Nah.
So next time we'll have you on, we're gonna have Glenn come on too and talk about all the things that he's doing and things like that.
Okay.
Now let's talk about life in Florida. What's going on down in Florida with COVID-19? Did you vote?
No, but I will.
All right,
I
now next
will.
time I talk to you, I want to see a sticker or something. I want to
I
see you
got
standing in line, with your camera. No, I'm just kidding.
you. No, I will definitely vote because you gotta vote. Every vote counts. You know what I mean?
And are you casting for your video?
Yes.
And the video is gonna be shot in Florida. It's gonna be shot in North Carolina.
It's gonna be shot in Florida. It's gonna be
So,
shot.
guys, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see his website is at the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling there on the ticker there, and also his social media tags. His email is there, as well as any information that you need regarding his social media tags. And if you want to be in the video, he's going to put that all on his Facebook page, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, or maybe his Instagram to
Yeah.
see what you're casting for. Who are you looking for? What types are you looking for?
Um. Just ordinary people. Just ordinary people. Kids. It don't matter. You know what I mean? I just want to have people around me. Uh. The song is deep. So it's about baby moms. It's about a dude going through the drama of a single life, and and trying to take care of his kids, but still going back and forth to child support, still going back and forth with the baby mother and the drama behind it. Because see, a lot of people, like my father raised me, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't understand that. Now I'm gonna say this now. No disrespect to the women,
Okay.
but the grandmother has raised the mother who has raised the daughter to manipulate the system. Nobody has sat the dude down and said you have rights. So when it come down to it, they don't know that. And don't get me wrong, you should pay your child support, but child support and visitation is two different things. Just because you didn't pay child support does not mean you don't have the right to see your child. A lot of people sit here and go, "Well, you didn't give me money, so you cannot see your child." That is a violation. And I learned that, and I used it in court, and I had got temporary custody of my daughter because of that fact. A lot of these guys out here is getting screwed. So nobody speaks as far as the father. Nobody speaks like. Then when I told people that I had custody of my kids, they were shocked. Why is people shocked that a father's supposed to take care of his child? It's not like we're supposed to get credit for it. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to
Mhm.
be there for our children and do what we got to do. But we don't anymore. I don't understand that. There's no fathers in these kids' lives, and then you wonder why the kids grow up screwed up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, it's important that you mentioned that because I also do public relations for a gentleman out in Baltimore, Maryland. His name is Dr. Ted Sutton. He is the CEO of the Sutton House, of the Sutton House and Men Against Murder. He's out in Baltimore, and he actually just lost a young man in Baltimore who he brought up under his wing because the father decided to walk away from him. So crushed as he is, I've seen Dr. Ted Sutton do miraculous work throughout the streets of Baltimore with bringing kids up under his wing, feeding them, clothing them, bringing them to the church, mentoring to
Yes.
them, ministering to them, and also, so I think what needs to happen, because there's so many different collaborations, or there's so many different organizations all throughout the world in regarding men wanting to step up to the plate to be that man for that childless father, or that child that has lost their father.
Hmm.
The father just walking away, or the father just decided he just don't want to be there. He wants to live the street, or he's on drugs, or he's just mentally not capable of taking care of the child. So we need to establish some groundwork to come up with a organization that can just be based in all places throughout the United States. And as we are in this COVID-19 crisis, this pandemic, there are a lot of fathers that have lost jobs. There's mothers that have lost jobs. There's households that have been broken up. And as you can see in Mexico, there's 545 children that are seeking their parents. And the fathers, where are they? They're not saying it's just the mother. They're not saying it's just the father. It could be both. Where do we go from here? And what organizations do you know of that are in Florida? And you may know organizations abroad that can help fathers who need to be more
Well,
knowledgeable regarding the laws.
the whole thing I say is this: like every time I speak to a person who is a single father or whatever, I try to give them information that I've been through. Um, like even the crazy part is the system right now is not built for men. It's not. They give all the help to the women, and then when it's time for the like, I've paid child support, but then when I try to take the mothers to child support that I have, for the most part, they would tell me that well, she's on welfare. There's nothing that we can do. And I'm like, really? Because if that was me, the judge would tell me you got 6 weeks to get a job. Uh, I even now, my oldest daughter, she lived with me when she was 19, but I was still paying child support till she was 21. Why is that? If she was living with me, why am I still paying her mother child support? I'm not in the arrears. There is no nonsense behind it, but I was still paying her child support. I said I ain't gonna just blast everybody, but
I understand.
I asked this person, I said, listen, if my daughter is with me, then give her the child support card, let her live off of the child support. And she declined. So for 2 years, my daughter was living with me and the mother was still getting child support. I'm not understanding that. And
Well, let me
then,
say this, speaking from my side of things, and as a single parent, and you know what, my oldest child, when he was younger, when I was young, single, young teenage mom, and according to the courts, in order to receive, government assistance, you had to go through the accolades, go through the steps to, sue the father to get child support. So
mhm.
the father and I had a great relationship, so there was nothing wrong with that. But we didn't stay together. But in lieu of that, and not to put all the business out there, I did what I had to do to make sure that we could get medical insurance, and because I wasn't working, I was a young woman, and my son was young. I was young. I didn't know. I was just now starting out. So I kind of went through, I found out that, I had to sue the father, and I did that. And by when I talked to the father, and when we decided that, how we were going to co-parent and things like that, and it was easy because I maturity wise, I decided that, what, when they sued him, I got a letter in the mail saying, okay, we found the father, we're going to sue him, and your money is available. It's at the bank. Go get your money. Now they were trying to make him pay like $200 and something dollars, I think it was, or plus dollars.
Mhm.
And when I went to the bank, when they said that my money was in the bank for me suing him for child support, you know how much money that was? It was
How much?
$7. $7. So me, I'm thinking, okay, he's telling me you're asking him for like $200+, and you're giving me seven. Where's the rest of the money? Where's the rest of the money? So
Exactly.
I asked the people at child support where the rest of the money was going. They didn't have an answer. The next day, no matter of fact, not even the next day. That day, I went to the Department of Social Services, canceled everything. I said I do not want to pursue child support. Receiving child support payments for my son's father. He's doing everything that he could possibly do, and this is not fair for you guys to take 200 some plus dollars out of his check and give me seven. Nope, I don't want it. That's just the bottom line.
When
So,
my daughter asked her, first of all, because my daughter didn't even know that she was getting this. Just the crazy part, she didn't know she was getting child support till she was 18.
wow.
She would call me up and say, "Can I get some money?" And I told her, I said, "Well, that's that you get that money every 2 weeks." So I had to screenshot my check from the year to date, and then and show her exactly that money gets taken out. Now, okay. Now, when she did speak to her mother, her mother said that money is for me and and the household. This is what I don't understand. If the money is for the child, don't get me wrong, the child needs to live. You got to pay rent. Okay, so some of that money is supposed to go towards rent. I get
Mhm.
that, but in the same token, it's supposed to go towards the child. Why
Absolutely.
is it that all the money is going towards you and your bills and not the child? But you know, when I have like my son's, uh, I ain't gonna say who, but one of my son's mothers, she would always hit me with excuses. Well, I this, well, I that, and I would say to her, "Listen, don't get it wrong. I understand your car broke down, but your son still need to eat. I understand your lights went off, but your son still need to eat. You know what I mean? You can give me every excuse in the book, but your child still needs to eat. He still needs to be taken care of.
Mm.
Life does not stop because you go through changes. It don't stop when I go through changes. My son came to me, Daddy, I'm hungry. I still got to figure out how to feed him. I can't look at him and say, well, your mother didn't send money today, so we're not going to eat. No, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Well,
And that's what I've been
it
doing.
sounds like to me that that's where it comes where and I can speak to that. Now, when of course, when a woman has a child, she doesn't expect to. I mean, she knows she has to pay. She's thinking that it's going to be where the mother and the father take care of the child, and then she gets in the hole because the father is not doing what he's supposed to do. So she's in the hole, and she's behind on several things or whatever the case may be. There could be some other things that may happen in her raising the child. So she's behind. She's trying to catch up. That's what happens. But it's up to the father to acknowledge the fact that these things are happening, and to
True.
know that once he does what he's supposed once the child is there, that they have to take care of the two. So I can kind of understand that in some sense, but it's also up to the woman to do everything that she can do to financially get herself stable, and also to budget, to budget her money.
I'm going to tell you something that's funny as heck. I'm going to tell you something that's funny. The day one of my kids' mothers put me on child support, she went out and got a brand new expedition. My child support was $250 every 2 weeks. So was her car note. Seriously.
Well, that's what we're talking about, budgeting and doing things that's necessary now. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I mean, as long as you have a vehicle to get you from point A to point B, you don't need to have,
But
I mean,
my
that's like, you
child
don't need to
support
have
should
the,
not be your car note. I'm sorry. My child support
well,
should not
hey,
be your car note. Yeah, my child support should be for going to take care of my child. And if
well, it was taking care of your child. She was
no,
driving them to and from their destinations, I guess.
no,
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even get into the get into the specifics of as to why, but it's all about budgeting,
true.
buying not buying what you want, but buying what you need. You don't have to drive around in these extravagant cars. I mean, you can't have this big extravagant car and you're living in Section 8. People
Thank
do it
you,
all. Do
thank
it all the
you,
time.
thank you.
You just can't do it.
Now nowadays, I don't know. I mean, all right, I'm gonna say something. Women these days have stepped up. I will give you that. And the men these days have not. I don't understand it. Nowadays, I'm seeing a whole lot of people with the men out here. I'm just telling you that the men out here don't want to work, which is perfect for me because the more you don't want to work, the more the hours is available for me, and I'm gonna get the money regardless. we from New York. We gonna make our money regardless. But these dudes out here don't want to work. They'd rather just uh, work the bare minimum and live underneath the woman. I can't understand that.
Well, it's
You
probably
know,
it's the way they were raised. Then I mean, but then I mean, so we go into different questions: is how are they raised? Is this how they were raised to live up under the woman? And also, do they have the skill sets to work? Some do they have the skill sets? Do they have the education to work? And sometimes it's just the fact that they're just afraid. They feel like the
the
world.
opportunities is out there. The question is how bad you want it. If you want to sit here, to me, it's all about whether you want to sit here and you want to accept that uh, you're living in poverty. You want to accept the fact that because don't get me wrong, like I'm in nursing school, I got two jobs. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? And there's times where like I've been a CNA for 17 years. 17 years ago, I didn't know nothing about being a CNA. I was out there living my life, having fun, doing whatever. But, I had to get a job. And then I started looking for a career. I was already out there running the streets, doing this, doing that. And I knew that wasn't panning out. So I had to do what I got to do. The opportunities are always there. The question is, are you available to open, you know what I'm saying, to walk through that door? That door is going to always be open. But the question is, will you walk through it? If you know you're not educated enough, well, then get educated enough. If you know that, you know, uh, like, I mean, people out here, they smoke the drugs or whatever, and then you fail the drug test, but you
Mhm.
knew that you needed to pass the drug test in order to get the job. So why are you reckless? That's what I consider reckless. If you know that you need to get this specific job right here, then stop smoking and stop doing, the dumbness.
Mhm.
That's my attitude about it. But then they give excuses. Oh, well, they ain't gonna hire me. Really?
And and the question, and the thing is, yeah, you're right because you said they're not going to hire you. You have to speak. You have to speak it out of your mouth. What you speak is what happens in your life.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
you have that faith and knowing that that you'll get it, you'll get it.
Oh yeah.
Speak
Like
life.
my grandfather, my grandpa Roberts, he has a saying. I ain't gonna say. He said the Roberts family does not make excuses. You either did it or you didn't, and if you didn't, get off your behind and start. That was his attitude. And he was where he worked at the transit authority in New York. There was no excuses. You had to get up and do what you had to do, and that's how he raised me. You know, every now and then there's something that's gonna happen, but you know, why aren't your bills paid? You give every excuse on why your bill's not paid. That's an excuse. Nobody wants to hear that. That landlord does not want to hear why you don't have his money. That light people do not want to hear why you don't have their money. Nowadays, people are they want to do the sympathy thing, the pity program. I'm really not with that. You know, I understand you going through things, but you need to figure out how you gonna handle your business because nobody else is gonna handle it. Nobody else is gonna take care of your kids the way you do. Nobody else is gonna pay your bills except for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not waiting for no female to pay my bills. I'm not waiting for, like, they say to me, there's a saying that I have. Somebody said to me, I never see you at the club. My reply to that is, I never see you at the bank. I'm going to do what I got to do. I was raised that way. I'm going to do what I got to do. Like, even my baby sister right now, she just graduated with her master's.
Wow,
Like I said,
congratulations.
what I'm saying? Yeah, Renee just graduated with her master's. There's no excuse on why we can't do what we got to do. Sky's the limit.
And I think, boss man, boss dog, I think what we need to do too, we can take it back to scriptures. There's everybody has a purpose in the role in the family. When we talk about the family, like the man has a role, the female has a role. Once men and women know their roles when it comes to the family, the house, then I think things will be the same. I think people have gotten so distracted about what their role is in the
You hit
family.
the
If
nail
you're the
right on the
man,
head.
if you're the man, you're supposed to be the head of the household. You're supposed to be the security. You're supposed to, and if you're the woman, you're supposed to be under the man. You're supposed to support him in everything that he does. I think that's where things fall apart. When a man is
Uh,
lost, he doesn't
I'm
know
gonna tell you though. I'm gonna
his
tell you. I'm gonna tell you, and
his
this I've learned from experience.
place.
I'm gonna tell you this I've learned from experience. Nowadays, like I said, women have stepped up, and much respect to them. They've stepped up
Mhm.
because the men have put them in a position to where they've been screwed. And their attitude is, I never want to be put in this position ever again. So their trust in men now is weak. They
Mhm.
don't have trust in men because we have shown them. Some of us have shown them that you can't trust us. You cannot because they're gonna screw you over. You know, and I've known somebody where she trusted her husband to do everything, only to find out the lights weren't paid, only to find out the rent hasn't been paid for 3 months. You know what I mean? Now she got to move and this and that. Like I've seen this.
Mhm.
So, so the woman nowadays has said, "No, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna do what I gotta do." Like I give respect to a lot of women. You know what I mean? They go getters. They do what they gotta do. But men, we gotta step up and show them that we are the provider. We was supposed to be. We here to be a provider. You know what I mean? Like my grandpa said to me, like basically, home base is what you're supposed to handle. You know what I mean? Like my granddaddy said one time, he said a man should have two jobs. One job is for his home, the other job is for his woman. But because he always taught pay attention to the woman. You know what I mean? We gotta do what we gotta do, but nowadays they haven't stepped up and did that. So the women have stepped up. So the woman doesn't feel that the man is the provider. The woman doesn't feel that she should be submissive because for who? For what? You're gonna be submissive to a man and he gonna leave you hanging. So she, if we gotta get back to basics, that's how I
We
feel.
do. You're absolutely right. But
We
one
gotta
thing
get
I
back.
will tell you, and this is just through some of my studies and under the radio station that I was working for in Atlanta and at Vision Radio 105.1 FM, the pastor there who is also the CEO of the radio station, and he has a book. He has a book out called The Phenomenal Woman, and in that book it talks about it talks about the role of the man and it talks about the role of the woman in the house. And also, I do know this though: women cannot and should not try to take the role of a man in the household. It just won't work. It's biblically not possible.
No, but they said, but sometimes they have no choice because the man hasn't stepped up. I mean, don't
I
get
mean,
me
I
wrong.
understand that. I understand. I'm talking about when the man
It is
tries to do it.
sad. It's sad. The man, Lord have mercy. I'm in my garage. Seeing a bunch of idiots. Pulling into a bunch of
Hopefully he
idiots.
gets to his
You know what I
destination
mean?
safely because he was flying.
For real.
And it sounds like he should be going like about
Yeah, yeah.
45. Well, I'm not going to hold you
Mm-hmm.
long. I know you got to get ready to get yourself geared up for work tonight. I want to thank you so
Definitely.
much for being a part of Positive Vibes, and also thank you so much for being a part of Glenwood Avery's EP that's coming out very very soon.
No
Look forward to
problem.
seeing you guys in the studio in Jacksonville. And
Yes.
don't hate. I may be behind you like, oh yo, wait, I'm at the studio with you guys.
I
Look forward
got
to
you.
coming down there to Florida and doing some great things. Look forward to also being a part of the video project. If you need my help, I'm here, and
I
let's make
got you.
things happen.
I got you. I got you.
And don't forget, guys, you can get his CD, his song is out there on all social media platforms. Before we end this broadcast, I want you guys to take a look at the ticker that's going on below. Make sure you have the information. And also, if you don't see this live broadcast, you can always do the replay, boss man. I want you, boss dog, boss man. At least I didn't call you Nathaniel today, right?
Ooh.
Boss dog. Boss dog, I want you to share some inspirational thoughts regarding being an artist, being a husband, and also having a full-time job. How do you do it? And tell men how they can do it and being the king of the
First
castle as
off,
well.
you gotta have faith in the man upstairs. You gotta strive and just do what you gotta do. We're not asking for perfection, but we just gotta get up every day and just do what we gotta do. Take one step, keep just one step forward. You know, if you love it, they say that if you love the where you work at, then you'll never work a day in your life. So we just got to get up and do what we got to do. There's no excuses
And
about
if you don't love where you're working at, then it's time for you to create your own business. Find out
it.
what you
Correct.
love to do. Become an
Correct.
entrepreneur. There's all these opportunities out here right now where people are helping people to become entrepreneurs because they see corporations are failing. Corporations have closed. Small businesses have closed. It's just a disaster out there. People have lost their jobs, lost their homes, lost their livelihoods. So it's time now to invest in yourself. Find out what God has purposed you to do today is the day
Correct.
that you can become that entrepreneur, start your own business. There are many, I know many organizations that can help you get your business started, your LLC. If you want to write grants, if you want to do a whole bunch of other things, I want you to get in contact with me or get in contact with Boss Talk. He can pretty much help you as well. And when we're coming from a man's perspective, I can't tell
Mm-hmm.
the man what he can do, and I don't want to be able to tell them. I'm going to help them, to be there with them and to help them prosper. This is what Positive Vibes is all about. Thank you so much, everyone, and to all those who tuned in online. Hello, good morning to all you guys. We're getting running to the 12 o'clock hour. Good afternoon. Have a happy Friday. Thank you, guys. I have a list of people who have signed in and are supporting Positive Vibes as well. We thank you. God bless you guys. Have a passionate Friday. Faithful Friday. God bless you.
No problem. You too.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it, guys. We just had a great day with on the broadcast with Boss Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. This is what we do here with Positive Vibes on Friday. I want to let me send my shout outs to everybody that tuned in. Didn't get a chance to engage with you guys as the interview was going on, so I will do this right now because I owe it to you guys. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be with me here on Friday. So let me give my shout outs right now. Shout out to Michael Martin. Shout out to Carmen Gaither. Shout out to Michael Knox, who is an esteemed fashion visionary. For those who don't know Michael, shout out to you. And also shout out to Stephen Pennell, Rebecca Sarver, George Seifert, happy birthday, Diana Penn, and Paris, hello, happy Friday to you. Robert Nicholas, Lewis Turner, happy Friday to you. Jamel Jackson, Rowley, happy Friday to you. Positive Vibes Day. And also Eric Baker, Pastor Baker, a happy Friday to you as well. Tommy Townsend, happy Friday to you as well. Marlene Jackson, again, happy Friday. Thank you and welcome to Positive Vibes with your girl Trey Lou here on this faithful Friday. Wayne, Pastor Clark, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for tuning into Positive Vibes on today. And to Ralph Johnson, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for spending some time with Trey Lou here on Positive Vibes. And last but not least, Tomel, my friend from elementary school, happy Friday to you as well. As I get ready to close this broadcast today, I want you guys to be encouraged. I want you guys to wear your mask, wash your hands, and get ready to vote. If you haven't already registered to vote. There's still time to get your votes in. Can't tell you who to vote for. And also to my friends out there in Dubai, Jamaica, Japan, Tyson out there in Japan, Africa, and Heath out there in Dubai, and to all those out there in Africa, Barbados, Brazil, and Hawaii, and also Italy, and also to my friend Sam in Italy, from Italy, and to all those people around the world who geared in to watch Positive Vibes on today. I wish you all the best today. May God continue to keep you, cover you with the shed blood of Jesus, and may your day be prosperous. And to all things, give God glory, because he is the one that allowed you to be here. He is the one that allowed you to endure this day. For this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it, guys. Get ready to go get back to virtual schooling. I do apologize that Positive Vibes have been cut short in the last days from 12 to, it has been all the way from 10 to 12 p.m. But because we're doing virtual learning, had to cut down some time on Positive Vibes and spend some more time with my son as we're doing virtual learning. I want you guys to be blessed. And hey, Ray down there in Florida, God bless you. And thank you so much for tuning in to Positive Vibes. And to the Pittsburgh Steelers, good job, 5-0, guys. Keep up the great work. And to Coach Tomlin and the family, and also to all my Pittsburgh family, God bless you. To my Maryland family, God bless you. To my New York family, to my acting coach in New York, Tracy Moore, God bless you. To my acting coach in North Carolina, Daryl Sitnor, God bless you. To the Sitnor family, God bless you all. I love you. And to all those who have been a part of the broadcast, who have been a part of my growth and doing what I do here on radio, thank you so much for all your encouraging words and also your thoughts and also some of your criticisms. I thank you for that. And to all those, may God continue to bless you abundantly and May you continue to live your life on purpose. And to all those celebrating your birthdays on today, happy birthday. Enjoy today like it was your last. And vote like your life depends on it. God bless you all, guys. Have a great day. And don't forget to tune in to Positive Vibes on tomorrow on 14:30 a.m. and 105.5 The King in the ATL. You can listen to it in your car. You can listen to it online, live. You can download the TuneIn app. Just simply put 105.5 The King, and you'll pull up the app on in your Google apps. You can hear me on radio there from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also to all those at the Spin Awards down there in the ATL. Sorry I couldn't be with you guys this year. I am in North Carolina on an assignment doing what God has called me to do. To all of you guys, ladies, gents, to my niece Anaya, happy birthday again to you. You become a beautiful woman. And to my son Stephen out there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, your mom loves you. To Saudi and to my entire family, to my sister Sharice in Maryland, my niece, my nephews Kiri, Kahim, Brandon, and to my nephew Marky, Jordan, and Ahmad. I love you. To my brother, I love you. To my younger sister Jennifer Furfer, to my other sisters that they're not my blood sisters, but God has blessed me with them, Corey, Dupree, and to my other niece that was on my broadcast as well, Ariana. God bless you. Looking forward to working with you, my dear, and keep your head up. And to also my friends, Marlene, my circle of friends, Marlene, Jamaica, Daria, to let me see who else in my circle, to my cousin Dana, to all those who are in my circle, and they're in my inner circle that are close to me, that check on me every day. To you, to Miss Penny, to all of those who check on me, and to my other sister Tava Green. Your sister loved you. I know she's probably watching, and just know that God blessed me to be in your life for a reason. We're going to do great things together. I look forward to seeing you this weekend after I get finished with my assignments. And to all my other friends out there in Failings Academy, and also to Dr. Holyfield, to you, and to all the women agents out there. God bless you all. May you continue to be blessed, be safe, and also to all those ladies, the judges down there in Houston. God bless you all. And to my friend Judge Deidre Davis, I love you, lady. Continue on your honors, doing what you all do, what you ladies do. God bless you, and may you continue to be higher than high, and may God continue to bless you immensely, and may the blood of Jesus continue to surround you, ladies. Thank you for being a part of my Facebook life and also my friend base. May God continue to love on you, and if there's anything I can do for you guys, let me know. And also, there are advertising opportunities available for you guys if you want to advertise on my show on Saturdays. There's slots available, and also if you have music, if you're an independent artist and you want to have your music played on the air, on the radio, contact me at Trey Lou Management. That's TRAYMGMT@gmail.com. Let's talk about getting your music played on air, if it's up to speed, and if it's in the realm of positive, if it's a positive song, I will give it some love on my site. And also, there's some more people jumping. Hey, Kevin out there in Philadelphia, God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning into Positive Vibes on today. I don't want to stop without giving God glory. And I thank God for each and every one of you, because you could have been somewhere else. That we wave at you guys there. And also to Michelin out there in Pittsburgh doing her thing on Pittsburgh television. Good morning to you, and continue to do what you do. And ladies and gentlemen, be careful out there. If you're going to be celebrating Halloween, I don't celebrate Halloween. I want you to make sure that you acknowledge what Halloween is and what Halloween means. I want you guys to be knowledgeable about that. Hey, Sky, how are you? Good morning, and welcome to Positive Vibes. Just ending the show with a lot of love and birthday shout out. Happy anniversaries to Bishop McMillan and his beautiful wife out there in Baltimore Church in Reboho. Church out there in church ministries out there in Baltimore, Maryland, and to Dr. Ted Sutton for Men Against Murder out there. God bless you and your family as well, the entire Sutton family. And to my pastor in Maryland, Pastor Barbara Taylor, and also Pastor Peyton Taylor. To all of you guys, happy Friday to you. And to all of you guys, you know what, there's advertising opportunities, like I said, for my show on Saturdays, airing from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on 14:30 a.m. and 105.5 The King in the ATL. Hope to see you guys soon. I'm in North Carolina taking care of some business on an assignment. But you know what, guys? God is able. God is good. And the same thing that He did for me, He can do it for you. I hope to see you guys in the celebrating my 50th on next year. Talk to you soon. God bless. Have a great Friday. And don't let nothing stop you from doing what God has called you to do. We rebuke and bind distractions right now in the name of Jesus. And also, we are covering our sons with the shed blood of Jesus for all those young men and women who have just learned how to drive. May you drive carefully, and may you always, not carry. May you not have a car people full of people in your car. Do not utilize your driving rights, as well as just know that what you're supposed to do. Do not drink and drive. And also, kids, if you're at home being homeschooled, do your work. It's a very easy to do virtual schooling. And if you are a parent and you're struggling with how to homeschool or virtually teach your children how to learn virtually, you can always give me a call too. And for all those up at the Uptown Business Center in Newburgh, North Carolina, God bless you all as well. And to all the other people, and to Alice, my other radio on-air personality buddy, God bless you, sis, this morning. And to all those who have lost their loved ones to COVID-19, I am praying for your comfort, and praying that God will continue to guide you and to comfort you during your time of need, and just when you're feeling down and out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I'm getting ready to go and finish up some things here in North Carolina on my way to another assignment. But I want to thank you again for tuning in to Positive Vibes with your girl Trey Lou. It's been great spending time with you on today. God bless you guys. Don't forget to vote. Have a great one.